Hi, my kidder friends, it's Miss Pam. I know yesterday you were hanging out with Miss D for Writer's Workshop. Well, today you're gonna hang out with me. Yesterday, I know that writers, you got to add your steps, all your different steps into your book, and you wrote across pages, kind of like Miss Pam's book. I started doing that too. For my book so far, I already made the front cover because I know I'm writing about how to wrap presents. And then I made sure to have my introduction. Where's my introduction? There it is, my introduction, and then the following pages were all my steps. Well, guess what, writers? It's really important that when we're writing a book, we also include something called a conclusion. Can everyone say conclusion? Well, a conclusion, and everyone actually stand up and take a bow like this. Conclusion. A conclusion is kind of like if you were to go watch a show or a movie, it's the ending so that everyone knows it's over and everyone can give you a round of applause and be like, wow, that was an amazing book. Well, today we're going to write a conclusion. And before we do though, I was thinking we can look at the book that Miss Conception was showing you in the beginning, the book about how to make tacos. I wanted to look at this book to look at the end and see how does the author end the book so that the readers know that, hey, the book is over. It's time to read another book. So let's look. So how to make tacos. I'm going to turn to the back of the book because that's usually where the conclusion is. It tells your reader that the book is over. So let's take a look. So here's the last part of how to make tacos. Step 9, unwrap the tortillas, lay them flat, and add toppings. Then fold the tortillas in half. And then, oh, I noticed something. The author says, taste what you've made. Delicious. Have fun making tacos. Oh, so the reader kind of gives, or I'm sorry, not the reader, the writer gives the reader a suggestion. Everyone say suggestion. That means you tell your reader something that you want them to try. So that's something that we can try to add to our conclusion today. I'm going to do that in my book. Are you going to do that in yours? Okay, let's try that out. Now let's take a look. These were the steps that I already included in my book. So I said step 1, measure and cut out the wrapping paper. Step 2, fold and tape your wrapping paper onto your box. Step 3, add a bow. Well, now if I just leave my book like that, the reader's going to be like, wait, what's going on? Is it over? Is it not over? Well, let's write our conclusion. So as I'm looking at this book, the writer says, taste what you've made, delicious, have fun making tacos. Well, for my book, I'm not writing about tacos. I'm writing about how to wrap presents. So I can't say, taste what you wrapped. That would not make any sense. So I'm gonna think, what's a suggestion I might make to my readers? Well, they just wrapped a gift. Oh, I know. Maybe I'm going to tell my readers, step back and look at the beautiful box. Because when they're finished wrapping, will the box look beautiful? Yeah, it is. So I think I'm going to say that. I'm going to say, step back and look at the beautiful present. And then maybe I'll say, have fun wrapping presents. Ooh, I think that sounds like a really good conclusion. That way my readers know that, dun, 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 my book is over. So let's add that to my piece of paper now. I'm gonna grab another paper from my Writer's Workshop packet and I'm gonna add it to my book. Alrighty, so I'm gonna add that to my conclusion. I have a blank piece of paper and I'm gonna write that. Step back and look at your beautiful present. So let's write that. Step back, finger space, and look at, finger space, your beautiful present. Oh no, I'm out of space, so I'm going to put a dash and write it down over here. Present. And then I'm going to write, have fun wrapping your finger space gifts, which is another word for presents, exclamation mark, because I want them to know that I'm excited. Now that I wrote my conclusion, let's read it. Step back and look at your beautiful present. Have fun wrapping your gifts. Oh, now I'm going to draw a picture of that. So maybe I'm going to draw a person. Here's a person. And they're smiling. They're gonna step back and look at their beautiful present. So let me draw a table. Here's a table. Let me draw the beautiful present on top that they finished wrapping. A red bow on top, because that was one of our steps to add a bow, with snowflake wrapping paper. And then maybe I'm even gonna add something called a speech bubble to show what this person's saying. Maybe they're gonna say, wow, 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 because they think the present is so beautiful. And then I'm gonna color in my picture. Now remember, make sure it's high quality, no white spots, and take your time, because you wanna make sure your book looks super beautiful. So I'm coloring it in. And then I'm also gonna label so people know what everything is. This is the present, present. This is you, whoever's reading it, you. Nice. Now I'm gonna continue working on this. I'm gonna finish coloring it, but writers, I want you to have some time to write your conclusion too. So writers, once you finish writing your conclusion, just like Miss Pham, here's mine. Step back and look at your beautiful present. Have fun wrapping gifts. You're gonna take your conclusion, you're gonna add it to all the other pages you have. Your front cover, your introduction, your steps. You're gonna add it to the back of the book, and guess what? You get to publish. You can ask a grown-up to grab a stapler, and you're gonna be publishing your first book. You can staple it maybe right here on top, one, and right here, one on the bottom, two. Ask a grown-up to help you, and then your first published book. This is my first published book, How to Wrap Presents, and you can read this to your grown-ups, to your brother or sister, to your little doggy, to your little cat, or you can even record yourself and read it to your teachers. Record it for us. Miss Pham would love to hear from you. Miss Conception, Miss D, I'm sure all of them would also like to hear from you too. So writers, have fun writing your conclusion today. We're looking forward to seeing your published first how-to book.